Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the run, it's Baxter. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. Dances away from the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
He washed up on the guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defense.
Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Baxter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Motion from the offense. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The stiff arm gets him loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. They're going to ride this running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to...
Going to take a shot. And it's knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Still just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas! On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's going up top. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the...
He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires left. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Breaks the tackle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got just steamrolling his way through. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll bring it back. It's Bond. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Offense getting set for 1st down. The corners are walked up tight. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner is stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They're bringing heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job.
Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has... They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Tuggle. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long.
Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Runs through a tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
On the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He wants to throw, trying to get to him. They're trying to get to him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. Hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires downfield. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated.